What's up? It's me, ADRI.V, the Go Getta, and I want to welcome you to the G-Code podcast. You see, this is a place you go to get the pretty, the ugly, and the grind to success. There's always a story to be told, and everything that glitter ain't gold. So understand this, there is no need for the cheat code when you got the G-Code. So get your notebooks and pens ready. It's time for us to get into it. Welcome to the G-Code.
You are now listening to the G-Code with ADRI.V.
Hey, what's up, my go-getters? Listen, you know what time it is. Giving you another episode of the G-Code, and I'm really excited about this guest. I'm not going to run off too much because I dive into a lot of it as we get inside the actual podcast, but it is my guy, Mr. Eric Rawls. He is a friend of the show. He has been on the podcast before, one of the few first folks, and to see his matriculation to the man he is today from where he started, it is just simply amazing of what staying focused, shifting and changing, figuring things out can do for you. And I talk about how not only has he grew in his business, but he has grew truly as a man in multiple ways, and it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure, right? As I get a chance to kind of just be a person to watch this growth and to watch it happen and to really just take a t-shirt he was selling out of the trunk of his car that has transformed his life and many other lives. So I just want to encourage you to get your pencil, your paper, your iPad, your computer, whatever ready as you listen to this, because he's dropping gems. He's dropping multiple gems. He's talking about the things that worked for him. He's talking about how he pivoted. He's speaking on some books you should be reading. My boy came through fully loaded, fresh off of a hangover because he was celebrating. And, you know, this is an episode we previously recorded, but we were celebrating 716 Day, which is one of the days that he decided to open up his store. And us being from Buffalo, 716 is what we hold down. It means so much and is truly significant. So I want you to lock and load on this. Tell a friend to listen in. And all I got to say is, baby, as always, I'm ADRI.V, the Go Getter, the host, and welcome to the G-Code. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen, boys and girls, goons and goblins, go-getters and no-getters. I'm just saying, we trying to transform your mind. Welcome to the G-Code podcast, baby. You know where we talk the pretty, the ugly, and the grind to success. And listen, I have a fan favorite in the building, a true fan favorite. This man, oh my God, E, when did we do my first podcast with you? It was a minute ago. Almost hitting 10 years. It's been a minute at first podcast. And when he first got on and was sharing his story of going from selling t-shirts literally from the back of his trunk to now selling out, making almost an M in a day. Practically a M in a day. Not even almost. Practically, right? And the story of just grind, perseverance, focus, dedication. Not only has he transformed his own life, the people who's been partnering with his life as well, but he's transforming the lives of others through his actions, his work ethic, and showing us in the most rawest way. And I just feel like you're going to have to eventually come up with your own podcast. You're gonna have to, it's like it's going to be called Eric Rawls.
No.
Because he always got something to say. But this man wear many hats, and I could call him so many things, but he's a true go-getter to the core. Welcome back, of course, to the G-Code. My good guy, Mr. Eric Rawls, Mr. ImLivinB, Mr. 716 Day, back on the G-Code podcast. What's going on, E?
What's going on? I'm just admiring the room. Man, this joint
Not
look crazy.
Not the room. Listen, I had to create my own studio. I had to create my own space where I had the autonomy to just flow and allow it to just be a comfortable situation for my folks when y'all pull up.
Yeah, this joint is crazy.
Thank you.
Especially you talking about elevating like this joint. This joint is crazy compared to where we did the last interview.
Yeah.
The last interview, that joint was like,
yeah. You know, the grind. Shout out to be okay.
No shade, no shade, guys.
No shade. You know, I'll be trying to like, yo, let me come and design it. But I was using what I had, using what I could, building my own brand inside somebody else's.
For sure.
That's really what it was. But y'all rocked with me. We came through in them little rooms and did a thing.
Yeah. Everybody did.
Yeah, no,
everybody
seriously.
came through them doors.
Everybody did. So I'm happy that you are back in here with me. And we really gonna be just playing catch up because I feel like from the last interview you have completely transformed.
Oh yeah.
Completely. And not even just from a brand standpoint, but as a person. And you open up and you talk about it on social and you kind of like show people what it is and the things you have shifted your focus to. And so as we, think about where you were, like you said, coming in, I had to listen to the old podcast, where the old E was and the new E, what do you think has now created such a difference between the last time we got a chance to chat?
I don't know, man. I do feel like a whole totally different person though.
Yeah.
For sure.
You look like a different person.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
I feel like, I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like that was so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
That person was so long ago. You know what I'm saying? But I did a lot of great things as that person.
You did.
But I feel like when that person started becoming a shell and that shell was cracking and you know what I'm saying? And I was just trying to turn into a whole different person. When I'm not all the way from that person, but it's that person so far away that I feel like, man, it was dead weight. A lot of dead weight was on that skeleton.
Yeah.
A lot of dead weight.
And so, when you think about that, I want to talk about your title, right? Because I can say he's an entrepreneur, motivational speaker. You was here this weekend being able to speak to these students and share your stories. You as a father, you a son, you a brother. Like you're a pillar in our community, you're a staple. But so many times we can read off these bios and run down these titles, but how do Eric see Eric? Like, who is Eric Rawls at his core? What is your title? How do you show up?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I think the biggest hat that I wear is the leadership hat. I just feel like I always lead. Any situation though, I feel like I'm the person that take control most of the time. So I just feel like the leadership hat is probably the biggest. Fatherhood hat has been a journey. Damn, did I even have a son at that time when we did that last joint?
Didn't you? I think you did. I think he was young.
I'm by about 2. You know what I'm saying? But leadership hat is real important to me. I don't even like to go with the role model where I'm like Charles Barkley, man. Don't
put me in that box.
Don't put me in that box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But business wise, man, I've come a long way. With my leadership in business though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how I lead my platoon, how I lead my employees, you know what I'm saying, the people that's side by side with me. So it's just been definitely a hell of a journey. It's been long.
Yeah.
Long, man.
Yeah. So if I have to put your name on a door, right, with your title, what would it be?
Damn. You might gotta leave that joint blank, man. Dang. That shit just might gotta just be Eric Rawls.
It's gonna be Eric Rawls right there.
Yeah. That's a good question, man. You stumped me right there.
Sorry, didn't mean to. We're gonna come back to that because by the end of this, we're gonna circle back.
Yeah.
So speaking of circling back, if you haven't had a chance to check out the past interview I did with Mr. ImLivinB, okay? This man created this brand that really empower others to do just that. Live loud, live bold, live proud, live how you live, get it how you live. And he took that to the nations, okay? And so, Eric, for those who may not know what ImLivinB is, share with them about this baby that you were able to birth and just be able to spread like a wildfire.
ImLivinB is my clothing line, my company that I started in 2011. So 2011, that's to be 13 years in. Just my brand, man. It started off with just clothes, but it didn't just spread into so much other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of my real estate portfolio. That's insane to even think about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of my nonprofit. This is a part of just everything. My printing company. It's just a part of so much, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just started off with a t-shirt. So now it's just a big umbrella. This is an umbrella. My sports management I'm doing with my NIL kids.
We gotta talk about that because I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it float.
So I mean, it's just so much we doing under this umbrella, man. That the public speaking, like I said, that's been real big for me the last probably 2-3 years. So it's just ImLivinB is just, it's the umbrella it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. It's crazy.
I love it. And so as we talk about the essence of ImLivinB, kicking off with just a t-shirt, did you ever envision your life going this way with just a t-shirt? Would you say a Gildan?
Yeah, Gildan. Yeah. Shit, we back using them motherfuckers too. But I would never imagine it would be like this. Mm-hmm. I can't lie, man. I just do so much. Just from having that t-shirt, man. Start to get popping, man. It's just taking care. It was not only just taking care of me, it's taking care of my family.
Families.
Yeah, so like the family thing, I'm taking care of a lot of people. A lot of people depend on me now, more than last time I was here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just never imagined it. I couldn't. I thought this would be like a supplemental income or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. People might have thought it would have phased out. I never would have thought it would phase out, but I thought maybe my attention would have went somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Possibly. Like if I look back at it, but. Yeah, it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy.
It's been a ride. And so, one of the pleasures when we talk about, the multitudes of ImLivinB going through is that you're moved into a space of being able to share your story and your journey of being an entrepreneur, right? But then also the journey of coming from where you come from and how you have now shifted your life. And I'm not calling you a role model because you said you don't want that title, but the example of how you can make a shift and a change. So Eric and I had the pleasure to be a part of a program that was put together by the district attorney, the DA office, where there was a panel of several and many different people from the community, from the police, that came together to speak on gun violence to teens within our community. And Eric, I'm gonna let you speak on this because you actually pulled me into this.
Yeah, we do. It's so crazy, man. I think they just changed the name, or they changed.
Cause was it ever a name? I know it was just gun violence.
It was anti-gun violence panel.
Yes. Did they make it an official program yet?
Yeah, it's a name of it, man.
It should be ImLivinB. No.
That would be crazy. But yeah. So that joint. So my guy, rest in peace, ADRI.V. Daniels, my boy Juke, man, OG in the hood. He the one that actually he helped change my life and get me into the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Would you mind sharing what direction you was in before he came into your life?
So he's from my neighborhood, and we was just running around. We was just thugging like everybody else at the time was. You know what I'm saying? We was playing with guns, selling drugs, doing all the stuff that we shouldn't have been doing, but it was like a part of the gang culture because we just grew up in a gang. So him being the OG, man, I don't know what it was with me. He just took a liking to me. And it's not saying that he didn't have a close relationship with other people, but it was something about me that he took like I became his son. And my father was locked up half my life, so he kind of stepped in as the father figure, and he just seemed to be going down the path. And he always used to say like, yeah, I help a lot of little young niggas, man, but a lot of them, they already hit their ceiling. And for some reason, and again, I'm early 20s. Like, yo, I just seen something in you that I felt like you wasn't gonna be like everybody else, like everybody you around. He like, it's just something about you. So he pulled me in. He helped me beat a whole bunch of cases, man. And he got to the point where he was like, yo, look, man, you gotta make a decision. And he just helped me transition into, he was one of the big reasons, that helped me to say, yo, you should move out of town. You know what I'm saying? If you had opportunity, just a whole bunch of shit like that. And yeah, so he pulled me into working with the DA's office. So he helped me. He was like, man, these programs be flat. You know what I'm saying? That's what he basically.
And they have always been.
Yeah.
You came in, he gave it a sauce.
Yeah, they be flat, man. So he like, and it ain't nobody that look like them talking to him. That's why they not listening. So he pulled me into my first joint, man. Might have been at what's the joint? The ferry, the home,
The detention center.
The detention center. It was a beast in there. But that was like one of my first things I did about 5-6 years ago, and we did so well with that they just took a liking to me, the district attorney office and all of that. And when they started the gun violence program, they was like, shit, well, we know his story is real. Shit, we got his criminal record, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, we the one that, you know what I mean? We can document it. So
Right.
they took me, and I was the first guy when we did the first one with the DA at the time, Flynn. And it was just me and Flynn, actually. Me, Flynn, and maybe a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
We talked to the whole Bennett. We talked to every. We had to do 3 sessions that day, and yeah, that started my journey with that, man. So that's why I'm so tied in with them, and you know the some of the units and you know the other parts of like City Hall and things like that. But it started from that though.
And so with it started, it has grown to where it's like, you know, a tour from hitting all the schools, and then them pulling in different organizations that Arlie was a part of, and and really the conversations that I have had a chance to be a part of. You know, when you tapped me like, yo, come do this, it's like, you know, I'm definitely down, because growing up in the neighborhoods we grow up in, this is what we're experiencing. Then having experiences of violence close to me in a crazy proximity, it definitely puts so much in perspective. And so why did you feel, you know, outside of your own experiences and giving back, being able to tie in ImLivinB to that, like your entrepreneur endeavors? Because like you said, he was huge, Arlie was huge in your push, in your transformation. Do you think he played a huge part in pushing you to be an entrepreneur in a more legal way?
Nah, not really. He was just more or less, he was just straight on helping these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that was his big thing, and I ain't really take it that serious. He just wanted me to be the best I could be. Yeah. It's anything. You know what I'm saying? So like when I was getting my first properties, he was right there. You know what I'm saying? He was just always instrumental with stuff like that. But yeah, it's like the whole thing with the kids, man. He just put that super in my face, like, cause you got the juice and you're not using it. You know what I'm saying? He like, people listen to you for some odd reason. They listen to you, so
for some odd reason.
Yeah, and he like, yo, it's easier to talk to a kid than an adult anyway. And then if they got respect for you, if the little homies, all my little niggas in my neighborhood respect me. You know what I'm saying? All of them. So, and I got a saying with some of them where I say like, I never call y'all the little niggas. I always call you the young, y'all younger. That's my young boy. You know what I'm saying? Because little just always seem like the greater. You know what I'm saying? Little dude. You know what I'm saying? So I always speak to all my younger dudes in such a manner that isn't how when you're talking to a kid, you got to come down to their level sometimes. Like you supposed to meet them where they at. I always spoke to them. So I spoke up to them. So I'm not speaking down, I'm speaking up so I can bring them up with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So yeah, I always had that with them, and I just started using that with all the other kids. You know what I'm saying? All the other kids, like, because y'all know where I'm from. So y'all know I'm talking about lying. So y'all know that y'all can ask one of the little dudes, one of the younger cats around the neighborhood, yo, like, is he a good older dude? You know what I'm saying? Is he out here faking, just trying to make it seem right? Something that it ain't. And you know, that always helped me. Like even when we used to go on ferry and stuff like that, the detention center, you would be in there with kids that knew kids in my neighborhood, and that'll make them open up more now. You know what I'm saying? Because they know I ain't no cop. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the same thing that they're from. Because
you can speak to their experiences.
I can speak to it, and now they just feel comfortable opening up. Like, well, damn, shit, he made it. Why can't I? Right. So that's why I'm one of the favorites when we speak too, because they parents have seen me. Most of all the kids wearing my brand.
I was just about to say, not to mention they all got your shirts on.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
How do you feel when you walk into a space like that, when you're about to come and share your story, right? Of coming up in a space to share with them what they shouldn't be doing because of the experiences you experienced, and to look in that crowd and you're going to see dang near half these kids with your brand on, and 9 times out of 10, when their parents show up, they got it on too.
It feel good, man. It feel good for it to still be happening though.
Yeah.
Like I always see a lot of older shirts and older hoodies, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out and about. But to see, like I know we putting out new. So when I'm seeing the new stuff on these kids who, like I say, they don't know me. I'm old as hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm dated, you know what I'm saying? But the brand not. So it's definitely big. It's definitely big. But it feel the same whether I'm out of town and see a stranger, or if I'm in Buffalo and I see somebody I may know with it. It's kind of the same. It just feel real good though.
And it feels good too, is when I look up and I see you just moving, right? We see you out in Paris, you went to Fashion Week, love to see that, but also the movement of growth with the business. Like you said, last time we were here, you weren't doing no printing company. It was just to focus on the brand, right? And so you were able to grow ImLivinB to a place to where you making your drops, you selling out. I mean, you can drop stuff like this, and it wasn't no pre-promotion because you created this brand loyalty.
Yeah.
When we talk about being an entrepreneur and we talk about branding and loyalty, you know, what do you feel were like some of your G codes that you stuck to during that time that worked great for you?
That's crazy. I just had this conversation last night actually with damn it, man, what's my boy name? Oh my God.
Mind y'all, listen, we gotta put this disclaimer. My man E normally has even more energy, but I caught him on a hangover.
Yeah, I'm twisted.
My boy's
fellas.
struggling right now.
Yeah, I'm finished right now, y'all.
Yo, I'm like, yo, we need more water, Gatorade.
Yo, listen, man, it was just crazy.
Yeah,
night.
last night was real.
But just kind of pretty much just staying in my lane and not trying to get in nobody else's lane.
Yeah.
Like, so it's levels to fashion. You know what I'm saying? You got high, you got low, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got the middle ground, the streetwear. You got all type of lanes in it. But it's like, I'm not trying to be artsy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. That's not what I came up on. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be. I'm not like a designer. You know what I'm saying? I sell simple streetwear, and my average customer is from $20 to $60. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be beneficial for me to make a t-shirt that's $125. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You gotta leave that to the niggas that do that.
Yeah.
So I just say, like, I just stick to and that's how I've built my core audience. Now, of course, I got stuff that's more expensive for people that want to spend more money. That's fine. But that's not really my niche. You know what I'm saying? My lane is affordable. Affordable. It's so cheap, man, and good quality that you can't say no.
Yeah.
That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the things that I used to teach in my business classes is it's this saying called fear of loss. So you always feel like you lost out on something because you, let's say it's a time on it. So this is why I do 24-hour sales and shit like that, because it's gonna light fire under their ass to get it because it's so cheap, or it's a
sense of urgency,
or it's an exclusive drop.
Right.
They keep saying that meter say, man, 2 hours left, 1 hour left, and they don't get it. And then if they really see that it don't come back out, or if they see that the joint go from $19 to $79, they gonna know in their head.
Let me get
next
this now.
time. If they miss out next time, you know what I'm saying? The fear of loss, fear of them losing out on that item, they ain't gonna let it happen again. So I do a lot of that stuff, man. Just quick drops, man. So people would just be like, you know what? Damn. Tea only $9. I got $9. You might not got $39 right now, but $9 gonna make you feel, yeah, I got it. Let me just drop that joint real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm into selling the most. So some people want to sell 100 shirts for $100. I want to sell 1,000 shirts. You know what I'm saying? For the cheapest I can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my processes is so much better than it was. It's crazy how everything is so seamless that it's like we can handle 5,000 orders like it's 50. You know what I'm saying? Just because
that's growth.
Yeah, because of the process. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I stay in my lane. I don't want to have to. You know what I'm saying? Depend. I would be pissed if I wake up and I drop a joint that's $100 item and I only sell 30 things. That joint 30 times. And then I'm gonna be pissed because I know if I'd have dropped that shit for $20, I would have had 3,000 motherfuckers order that joint. That's what I want. That's what I'm into.
That's what you want.
Yeah, I ain't.
Now you mentioned the process. How important is it because I think this is also a piece that a lot of entrepreneurs miss out, right? On having systems, SOPs, you know, and like you said, you know, now in this leadership role, how you're leading your platoon and being able to do these quick drops and being able to, sell out, like you said, 5,000 orders, easy than how you were doing the stuff before. You know, how important was creating process for your own organization, you know, to be able to function at its highest?
Read a book. I read 2 books. It changed my life forever. First book. Sorry guys, I'm still hungover.
Yo, listen.
The first book that really took me to the next level was it's called The E-Myth. The E-Myth. This joint is crazy. And they highlight McDonald's. So, and also gotta watch that movie, The Founder. That joint is phenomenal.
Yeah.
About McDonald's. So the guy is breaking down the levels of entrepreneurships in the steps. And once he gives you the names of them, you want to be like, damn, that's me. That's the level I'm at right now. And a lot of people a lot of people are owning a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like people have a business and they owning a job. So if I have to get, it's no different and I have no nothing against people that work a job. But if I have to get up every day, do all of the labor myself with my own bare hands, and then come back home, but it's my business, you're still working your job. You're owning a job. It's just you're owning something that you created. This is fine. But man, you know what I'm saying? That's the processes have to be to where you can build something with another man's hands. That's how McDonald's, so McDonald's has their system. You can be 14, 15 working at McDonald's.
Sure can.
They don't care about hiring and firing. They hire another 20 people quick.
Real quick.
Because of their process and their handbook and everything is just so straight. It's for dummies. You see what I'm saying? So like that's my man Dave Stanfield. Shout out to my boy Dave. Dave always preached, make it for dummies. Everything has to be for dummies. Like make it so big in their face that unless they just can't read, that's the only way they won't understand the shit.
Right.
So yeah, the processes, man, just been so much. It's just helped everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of. I used to have to cut sales off because I didn't think I can fulfill them.
Order.
Yeah, I couldn't fulfill them. Now I'm like, man, fuck it, let it run.
Yeah.
Man, we did 11,000 orders. Fuck it, let them run. You know what I'm saying? And we have figured that shit out when it's time to print it and get it out. But process strong though, and listening more now as well because I got a lot of the process that we're doing, the physical work, I got from my man's mother. So I'm teaching everybody how to do a sale one day. We got like 4,000 orders, all the same exact shirt. We making mistakes. We doing shit the long way. And my mom, she in there helping out. She said, yo, look, fuck all that. Do it like this. And I'm sitting here like, nah, you can't tell me what to do. This is my ship. And I just shut up. I watched her do this process. And we still to this day do that process the way she showed us. And it's crazy. My man Kenny Mom from The Rock, man, Rochester, man, love The Rock. But yeah, that process was crazy. And we still doing it. We still implementing that same exact step that she switched.
Sometimes it takes a lady to come in and gives it a
little
touch.
For sure.
She definitely say, yo, I love a good mom. Love a good mom that's going to give the input. So you mentioned one book, E-Myth. What was the second one?
E-Myth turned me up. And, oh, man. Gotta read this joint if y'all haven't. 4-Hour Work Week. You ever read that joint?
Yes.
I
didn't finish it.
He's an asshole, and I'm an asshole. So
you could relate.
Yes, and it's like the guy talks really. It's like I felt like I was narrating the book. He's just dry humor. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen to all audio. I don't actually read. So just hearing the way the man was talking, man, it was crazy, man. But anyway, the book really just about. And getting your day back and endless conversations, endless shit. Like you should be able to do everything in a certain amount of time if you cut off the distractions. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the big things I took from that book is, and I teach this in my class, guys.
Plug the class.
Yeah, I will when I'm ready to do another one. I'm exhausted. He says, emails, stop answering these motherfuckers' emails when they come in. Let them sit. I'm like, let them sit? That don't make good sense. He like, yo, you got to set you up with a vacation response, with all the imperative info. So if you have running a business for 5 years, 5 months, whatever, what is the people emailing you about? And so at my time, they were emailing me about turnaround times, just shit like that, whatever the case may be. So I just said, you know what? I set the vacation responder up. They get that off the rip.
Yeah.
I tightened up my policy, put everything in there, and so now we're not even really even talking to people no more like that. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is explained. You know what I'm saying? So that is what he says do in that book. Stop replying to people. He said what you do is you find you a certain specific time a day or every other day, and you answer them all at one time, because he said, so this is what happens, and this is true shit. You be sitting there, you arguing with your girl, your mom, your kid, you done dropped the weight on your foot in the gym, you did some bonehead shit. Now somebody is emailing you and you're already pissed, and you're gonna try to email this person back while you're in
a whole different state of mind.
You're in a bad state of mind.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna answer this joint correctly, and you're gonna send them back some bullshit.
Yep.
Or you may be too nice, and now you breaking your policy because you know what I'm saying? You on cloud nine somewhere, and you done refunded a motherfucker for something that they shouldn't even got refunded for because you having a good day. So they say you just find a middle ground, a time. And he says, because you don't want people to think that they have this much close access on you.
That's a good point.
So as soon as you start replying to emails immediately, that 1 or 2 times you don't reply immediately, they think you acting funny. They think the bullshit business, unprofessional. I'm saying they gonna get in a way, they own way, and it's not even like that. So try to make, it's basically making you appear bigger than what you are until you actually get bigger than, you know what I'm saying, where you at that time. So.
It's the setting up of where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the setting up where you're going. And if you think about that, you've been doing that from the time you started, though.
Yeah, for sure.
You absolutely been living that with ImLivinB from the very beginning. You give me Muhammad Ali vibes.
I hope that's good.
And what I mean by that is, like, Muhammad would talk his ish.
Yeah.
But he was backing it up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get in the ring, call somebody ugly, and he gonna make him look ugly.
Facts.
So he was just already letting you know you ugly is what I'm about to do to you. Absolutely. But it's that level of confidence, and I think one thing I always appreciate about your brand and then you as a brand is that level of confidence that you stood on.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Because everybody don't got that. Did you have to build that, or were you born with this?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't even answer that, man, because my mom, she ain't nothing like me. She's
She's such a humble spirit.
Yeah, she got a smart mouth. That's about it. That's one thing I got from her as far as that. You know what I mean? She trying to be low. You know what I'm saying? Then my dad, he Rico. He think he Rico Suave. So I might get a little bit of that from him. But other than that, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know, man. It's tough.
But it's the confidence that has carried you through this.
Yeah. I'm very, very confident. But I don't know where I get that shit from. I'm trying to put it in my son. He ain't getting it yet.
It's some grooming there.
Yeah, he ain't getting it yet.
Not he ain't getting it yet. But the confidence in your brand has positioned you, like we talked about, the idea of not just building it out and having these processes to where you can put out, a ridiculous amount of sales and really. The turnaround time is impeccable. I see people make stats about it all the time, about how they just ordered it and there's like a shipment coming in on tomorrow or something like that, right? But outside of being able to build the brand to where you have your brand standard, the team, you talked about leading your platoon, before it used to be just you and your immediate squad, and then a couple of Mayor Summer youth workers, and even you had to dip out on some of the Mayor Summer youth workers, right? And these kids wasn't getting it.
Right.
But now you're in a space, what is it like leading your team, and how do you now build your team different from where you first kicked off, and an important, aspect of having a team?
We're not doing as much as we used to. So we was kind of, kind of, what's the term I'm looking for? We was just doing, cutting ourselves, what you call that? Spreading ourselves too thin. Yeah. There you go. Sorry, guys.
He all right.
So we was doing a lot of that, man. We was just taking on too many jobs for stuff that was too time consuming. So now all I did was I cut off half the shit that we do. We're not even doing it no more.
Yeah.
We ain't making party flyers no more. We not, you know what I'm saying? And you also, I got from a book too, you gotta fire your customers sometimes too.
Talk about that.
So you have customers that that's just a headache. Yeah. All money not good money in the streets, and it's definitely not. It's the same in this world.
Yep.
Like if you're just gonna be that nagging of a customer, then it just may be more beneficial to just not deal with that customer. So we stop servicing certain things where we know that the headache customers are going to come. You know what I'm saying? So we're not doing wetting flyers. We're not certain shit where people gonna be super picky as they should be.
Yeah.
We just not gonna take on that.
Right.
So once we start cutting off all that, you know what I'm saying, everything start being just super simple. And I like to hire kids because kids don't pocket watch. You know what I'm saying? And kids shut up. You hire somebody 30, man, you might about to get into a fist fight because you tell them clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or do it again.
Right.
So it's just, you know what I mean? I just try to make everything as simple as possible. And that's why everything has been, you know what I mean, working a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, fluent.
And when it comes to working a little bit more, now you into printing company. So you go from ImLivinB, you got your brand, and now you have expanded into getting printed the right way. Right? And so you're helping out other brands to show up in their own branding. Heck, I think I even got this printed with y'all. And so why did you feel it was necessary to now move into this state and expand the business from that standpoint?
Just for one, because it was so tough to find people to print my shit. You know what I'm saying? And the time I needed.
Yeah.
So we had to just get the equipment and do it ourselves. And then also, people were just always asking us. You know what I'm saying, yo, could you print this? Could you print that? Could you do this? Could you do that? We wanted something like this. So once we started doing that, man, that was opened up a lot of other doors. A lot of corporate people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of work for like Kaleida Health and the Bills, and you know what I'm saying? Just
I had you coming through doing stuff for the college I was at.
Yeah, there you go. Big AJ used to come through, cut that
we
check.
cut the check.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So now when you got 30 people like you coming through, it's like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get this paper and we gonna reinvest it and do this and do that, and then on top of the brand. So it's like, it just, you know what I mean, we subtracted a lot of bullshit out the company, but we offered to people. So that stopped a lot of customers that, you know, were nagging customers. And now we put more energy into the money makers, you know what I'm saying? Just things like that. So.
And the energy into the moneymaker is clear because we were able to see the turnaround. We're able to see you still have your brick and mortar, you know, and that's not easy. Can we talk about that? Because I think everybody has this idea. And I remember calling Chris Bishop one day. I said, Chris, I'm just getting my studio together. And I only plan to have me in my studio because it's for me. Right. And then the idea of okay, I guess I could have other people come in here and do their podcasts or their stuff. Yeah. But just getting that together and investing in this was no joke. You know what I mean? And you guys have been doing it to where you got people coming in and out of there, having to service people. I don't got service people. When I'm in here, I do what I do. And I don't gotta have extra folks, but you guys do. And the idea of having a brick and mortar, and I think everybody has this sexiness with, I want to be a boss. I want to have my own space. I want to this. Please keep it real and raw with these folks about having a brick and mortar and this whole idea of owning your space.
Man, it look good, but it don't be good half the time, man. I'm thankful for having my joint so long, man. Shit, it's gonna be 716 day. Let's get to that.
Yes.
So we opened July 1st, 2016. 716.
Yes.
You know, finally, after years and years and years, you know what I'm saying, the city finally gave me my own day. You know what I'm saying, last year.
Yes.
So on July 16th. So now every year, July 16th is ImLivinB Day.
Yes.
In the city of Buffalo. And not just from the mayor's office. I gotta tell you guys this. This
Clear it up.
This is very, very, very instrumental to my day. So I don't have
he dropped a little tear, y'all.
I don't just have the day from the mayor that everybody has, you know, the generic one, which is cool. I have mine from the state of New York
Uh-huh.
and the district attorney's office.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my joint kind of hold a little bit more weight. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So we gonna do it big every year going forward with that. But yeah, man, opening them stores ain't shit, man. I'm gonna tell y'all like that. I'm gonna be honest.
I was waiting for this.
I'm gonna be honest. It's not what it's. I feel like a lot of people was late to the party, and I don't think it's worth it these days because you know what I'm saying, the real estate is so high.
Yeah.
People is charging you, you know what I'm saying. I'm charging people $1,600, $1,700, $1,800 a month.
Yeah.
In a commercial space that I own, and it's like. So you already coming into the month saying you got to make $2,000, and you know what I'm saying, when you first starting out, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work, a lot of sweat equity. I'm not a proponent of go get you a store or anything, because I've been preaching since 2018 in all my classes. Online beats the physical stores any day of the week.
Yep.
So people always asking me, hey, why you don't never do the sales in the store? And it's hard to explain, but since we on this beautiful podcast,
Come on.
you can't. My store's open. You can never get the same amount of money in the store as you do online. I don't care if you're giving out something for free. Once you put in, you can have a line up the block. Let's say you selling a one shirt for $1. You're gonna have, by the time you get people in line, cash them out, give them the receipt, put it in the bag. Even if you don't even have a bag, you just give them the product and they leave out. You only realistically can get maybe 2 people served in a minute. You know what I'm saying? If you got one cash register, you probably go at the most 3 people. You can cash out 3 people. So you do that, 3 people, and you do your math, 3 people a minute times 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And let's just say you're doing 2. So now what you getting? 120? What's that? 120 people? Whatever my math is, just say this. You're never going to be able to service the same amount of people compared to online, because anybody can go to your website any day, any time of night. So once my store closed, my website is never going to close.
Yep.
Yeah, and also I can do 10,000 orders in a 24-hour period. You'll never see 10,000 people standing in front of any store.
That is so true.
You're never going to get that. You see what I'm saying? You don't even have the room to house that. Foot Locker can't have 10,000 sneakers in Foot Locker. They just can't. It's just not enough room. You see what I'm saying? So you always going to come out better online. And online is a cheaper overhead, and you just get to more people. So I focused on that. That's why my brand is kind of more out there. Not as local, because I focused on that website so early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a big world.
It is a big world. And what I do love is that you made sure that you didn't just focus just on social media, and really making sure you always pumping out your email, your newsletters, and then heavy on the text messaging. Like y'all dang near up there with Fashion Nova.
Yeah, because that's where it's at. Like people, I'm going to be honest, man. That's another reason why I haven't done a lot of business classes in the last maybe 2 years for the adults, because shit has changed. It's not the same.
Social media is not it. So many pivots.
It's not the same as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? And the money really is in Facebook ads. The money really is in SMS text blasts and email blasts. That's just really what it is. So that's another reason why it's like you have to focus on the people that are, hitting your website. Once you lock them in, you got a customer and you got the information forever. So now I don't do all that posting no more, because I'm going to post to the same 20,000, 30,000 followers, or on Facebook, the same 5,000 people, which really only is 500 people.
Yeah, because you got to pay. You got to pay to play.
Yeah. So now the real jewels to all this shit is you got to get your email blast licking.
Yep.
Email blast licking and your text blast. And text blast going to cost you. But one thing about text blast, everybody looks at their phone when it beeps.
Yes, we do.
That's it. And people buy people's SMS lists. People buy email. Like I've sold an email list for $3,000-$4,000 before. You see what I'm saying? So it's like people want that information. So that's really where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So stores is cool, man. But hey, I tried the 2-store thing.
I remember. Because you were in North Carolina.
Yeah, I had the Charlotte store and the Buffalo store at the same time, and it was a beautiful thing. COVID came, we still pushed through. But that's when I just realized, man, like we just getting so much money online, man. This shit don't even make no sense to keep this joint open.
When you made the decision to do the North Carolina one, the Charlotte store, you know, do you feel it was a premature move, or just was like, you know what, you was kind of just in that space like, yo, we can do this, because that's where you were able to make a move to?
Yeah, no, that joint was coming anyway, just because we just had so much momentum in Charlotte as well. Like Charlotte was, nothing is ever gonna be as strong as Buffalo, because we, you know what I'm saying, we from Buffalo, but that, you know, we still got a real good post on Charlotte. So that store was fire, but it just came a time where, you know, it was a bad time as well at the end, because it was near through the pandemic. Yeah, it's still hard to find workers as it is.
It is.
So we couldn't find. It was too hard to find people to work. We was making good money. It was cool, but it started to just become an online housing center. At this, it was to the point. My last 8 months there, we didn't even open to the public. Most people don't even know that. We had a whole sign on the door that say, man, give us a call or an email. You know what I'm saying? No more people can come in. Yeah. So we was just doing it like that, and it was a hell of a time. It was beautiful, but then it took too much. I was owning a job. I was owning a job. I couldn't move around. I couldn't
enjoy how you want to enjoy.
Yeah, because I had to work on the weekends. I had to do so much shit that I couldn't travel at all. Wow. Like, you know what I'm saying? I missed every Memorial Day weekend. I missed all that shit. So once I closed it, I got outside.
Yeah, you've been outside.
Yeah, I've been outside.
You've been outside, E.
I ain't gonna lie.
I've been enjoying your outside. I said, wow, that's okay. He's outside. Yeah. Let me add some more travel to mine, because I'm not outside enough.
Yeah.
I'm not doing enough.
Outside is cool.
Outside is cool. It is. I love it outside of Buffalo. When you outside. Now, as we talk about, you know, the transition, we're going to get into the ImLivinB, the foundation. You know, the importance of giving back, from scholarship to, you know, fundraisers to ImLivinB Day to, you know, having your back to school events. Why was it important for you to now move into the space of giving back with the foundation and creating a foundation?
Man, because ain't nobody give us nothing.
Talk about it.
Yeah, ain't nobody give us nothing, but it make me feel good, man, to give back. You know what I'm saying? People gonna have shit to say anyway.
Always.
So it's kind of like I used to, you know what I mean, try to do shit and be seen just so people could see the shit sometimes. And I believe a lot of people get too carried away in that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, you know, I don't do a lot of like I don't call downtown. You know what I'm saying? I don't call the news. I don't be wanting none of that shit in there.
You don't call nobody.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't get into that, because I feel like that shit kind of taken away from why you did it.
Yes.
I mean, it's a time and a place for a lot of that shit, but for me, this is how I look at it, and it sounds crazy. These niggas ain't gonna care what you do, honestly. If a motherfucker don't really like what you doing, it doesn't matter what you do or how you do it.
Yep.
So they're never gonna give you what you think you should get for your act. So I'd rather just do it for me. You know what I'm saying? And that, it just makes me feel good. And you know what I'm saying? When you got the juice to do certain shit, you should do it. You know what I'm saying? But just don't let it control you, thinking that these people really care. They don't really care. Like I remember I was doing a string of food giveaways last summer, and this shit was so crazy. I did went to my hood first, did Rolex Seafood,
Yep.
did
you do a food truck?
I did
I remember
down the way chop shop joint.
Yep.
My boy Jack spot. Then I did Hoagie Stop, and I might have did somewhere. I forget, but
what made you do that?
Man, I just wanted to do something. I wanted to do something because I was getting to the point. I was having this conversation with Westside Gun. I'm having this conversation with him, and he's talking about, you know, how it just gets so draining. You know what I'm saying? The town always expects so much from niggas. You know what I'm saying? And
when we say town, we're talking about the hometown.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah. So it's like, and we was having a convo, and he's just like, "Yo, man, I'm just kind of done with the town."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You get there.
Like far as like, and not saying that we were saying or he was saying we not fucking with the town, but saying like, yo, all of the efforts that we do is never enough. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of got to get to the space where we just doing shit when it makes sense.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Because people just don't be caring. You know what I'm saying? So I did the food joint. I was just giving away like 100 100 dinners and 100 teas. Man, I had a lady come in and come to the next one and say, hey, you ain't give away no 100 free t-shirts, man. You was just making it sound good. Like, told me this shit. I'm sitting here like, yo, lady, 100 t-shirts is like pennies, you know what I'm saying, for me to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people just the mind frame people get, you know what I'm saying?
I was just at an event for shout out to Bank on Buffalo, and they did free lunch. So folks got a chance to have free lunch. You pull up. Like, I'm on the radio. Yeah. Pull up. Free lunch until 2. We going from 12 to 2. Free lunch. Shout out to Stephanie, Cater to You Kitchen.
My girl, Steph.
Yeah. And you got an option. Shrimp and grits, her steak bagel, and chicken and waffles. Yeah. You got options, okay? And folks was still upset. And I sat back, and so when you said that, like, I get it. Because the bottom line is, you're not going to make everyone happy. No one is going to be thankful all the time, because in their head somewhere it's like, you're supposed to. I don't know where that level of entitlement comes from, or there's no gratefulness and gratitude, but it definitely can blow you in a sense of wanting to do a thing. So, shout out to you for still, because you still kept going and doing it.
Yeah, for sure. It's tough though, man. These people is definitely ungrateful. I'm just saying.
I'm about to say, because you guys did the backpack giveaways. It was always something going on.
We do so much shit, but I be forgetting. But it just be so crazy that people, and it's never. And also, if you ain't doing what other nigga wants you to do, then it's also a problem as well. Yeah. So, like, people always want to come around, when it's football season, basketball season. People want sponsorships and all that, and that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
But I already done blew my load with some other kids.
Right.
I'm already did this already.
Yes.
They think you just being stingy and selfish. Like, nah, I just gave these motherfuckers $3,500. I ain't got no $3,500 for you. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to give them nothing.
You already allocated your amount.
Already allocated my shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It gets crazy.
But you're giving back. And so doing all of this under ImLivinB Foundation, where you're randomly doing your giveaways, you're randomly making sure you're looking out for those students, who are in a particular school, doing their particular grade levels. But, from the business, the brand, ImLivinB, got the printing company, ImLivinB, moving into the foundation.
Sports.
Now we getting into the sports. So you go ahead and take my thunder. I was lining it up. Yeah. Now we getting into the sports, because I'm online and I'm seeing these NILs coming out. Then you got ImLivinB on jerseys, ImLivinB on the warm-up t-shirts, tapping into the high school. One that is also very, very straight, smart marketing, so that you stay relevant within the new generations that's coming. Shout out to you for that. Sure. But also being able to tap into the things that also was a safe haven for you. Basketball. You know what I mean? Sure. He was all right, y'all. Look him up.
For sure.
He was all right. No, he was really good. And so what made you say, I want to move into this sports component and working with this generation, and also offering NILs? And what does that look like for ImLivinB Sports? And it's a genuine thing. It's like, you're not jumping out and just doing some randomness. No, he really balled, y'all. Like, he really did. He was all right.
The kid, so the NIL thing was just something I thought of. Just seeing it with the college kids. So my guy Don Bishop down there in Charlotte.
Shout out to Don.
He got he do a lot of training, and he worked for a couple sports agencies and things of that nature. So one of our kids that we real close to, well, he was playing in college during the first year of NILs. So because NIL was just still relatively super new. It's like maybe 2-3 years in. So once I seen him getting them, you know what I'm saying, and I had a structure I could follow and things of that nature, man, I just said, you know what, we got some kids here, you know what I'm saying, that we got to get into it. But the real reason for the NIL, while I started it, I wanted to obviously be the first, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to be meaningful, you know what I'm saying, because, a black business, things of that nature, get some of these inner city kids. But this is honestly just a setup play for these bigger companies to come in and give some of these little niggas some NIL money. That's really what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Because, okay, I can give y'all, I was already giving out free gear and shit to the kids, and, you know what I'm saying, warm-up jerseys. I was already doing that. But now it's like, once once the big brands see, like let's just say for instance, let's say Jim Steakout. I just gave kids NIL for X, Y, and Z. They have the money, the resources, the power to say, hey, such and such kid, we're gonna give you NIL, we're gonna give you $35,000, man, and unlimited pizza for your whole tenure. 35,000, 20,000 ain't nothing. We got kids down south going to college getting $500,000 for NIL deals that you've never even heard of.
Wow.
So it's nothing for Just Pizza, Lenovo, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Celino and Barnes.
Yeah.
You trying to tell me Celino and Barnes is not about to, you know what I'm saying? See, if we get another Christian Laettner come through this bitch, and he had another Paul Harris come through this bitch, they gonna know. They gonna get that paper.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to set it up so where y'all know it's legal to have NILs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know you can do this in high school, in the high school realm. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So me being the first person to do it, this is more of a setup, you know what I'm saying, for the next one. And I got some great kids. Shout out. We got Amir Moy over there at Health Science. We got Kyla Hayes over there at O'Hara. They both first team all Western New York. They going crazy. Both got a whole bunch of Division I offers. And then we got my guy Clemens over there at Bennett. I don't know if he's still gonna be at Bennett.
Too long?
You know what I'm saying? He out of here though. He's out of here.
So is the focus more so your high school students?
High school right now, for sure. High school right now.
And is it just more of a focus on Buffalo or more Western New York? So something pop off from Rochester?
Yeah, this was our first year doing it, so we had a lot of learning experience. So we gonna definitely, you know what I'm saying, try to get out to some other kids. It's so crazy because once we did it, man, I had so many people in my inbox like, my kid want one too. And I'm like, this is crazy.
I need a deal.
Me too.
So I love what you guys are doing and just constantly seeing the brand expand, right? And, you know, I feel like you are doing a lot with the little that you first kicked off with, from a freaking t-shirt, like a t-shirt. Right. And you have created this umbrella corporation where there's multiple things that's moving about. But, you know, beyond that, as you matriculated and you grew through the understanding of how to maintain your business, how to grow your business, what's not working in business, like you even share, we got to pivot, you know, let's step into this because, heck, no one was doing this for me. So it was hard for me to find a printing company. Let's move. If you think about your give back is all the time. You literally have been giving back from the time you created your business because ImLivinB is a motivational piece. Yeah, I believe that. That is literally a motivational piece. Where did you originally get that name from? I know we talked about it in the first podcast, but how did that come about?
Man, we just be saying that in the hood, man. It's just something we was saying. Like some people was thinking like, yeah, I took it from the movie. I ain't take that shit from the movie. You know what I'm saying? It was just, we used to always just say it. Always just say it, you know what I'm saying? I'm living, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? ImLivinB, shit like that. And I just put it on the shirt. So it wasn't no all drawn out, you know what I'm saying, business plan.
Simple.
I never even made a business plan, still to this day.
Just took a shirt, printed.
Yeah, I've never, people like, yo, you know how to construct a business plan, so I can submit to a bank? I don't know. I've never did it. Never done it one time. So,
and in which many don't even know, like you fully funded your business.
Yeah.
Fully funded it. And I remember like begging and pleading with him to like apply for something. He's like, man, I don't want to do this, And to this day, he's like, I'm so mad at you having me do this. Yeah, but I'm happy that you did it. But I really feel like now, you know, you're in a whole nother space to when I got to tell you about a new thing you definitely got to apply to.
Oh, yeah, I need it.
Definitely got to apply to this one. But now you're in this space when you look at what you've been able to create with one t-shirt. You have transformed lives. You are transforming what a community looks like and show up in. You know, the idea of just really saying ImLivinB, because you have folks in the nations in all places with these shirts on. Like it became a movement, and it still is a movement so much that you yourself have been moved. So we talk about these transitions in the business, but oftentimes folks don't really see the transition in the man who's running the business. And I kind of want to talk about that. Like right now, folks get a chance to kind of see you. If folks follow you on social media, you change the language a little bit of how you post.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? And even now, you're transforming your mind. You talked about the readings and the audio books, but also your body.
Yeah.
Like you in the gym heavy. You showing us what you eating, and it is a complete lifestyle change.
Yeah.
You know, to where you really are working to make sure you keep living.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, and so can we talk about the E that we once got a chance to know, where maybe he wasn't eating as great. Maybe drinking was more of a thing. You know, maybe it wasn't a balance between making sure you getting the necessary proteins in your body and all the stuff you need, but the late night chicken wings was a thing.
Yeah.
You know, how has the change of your mind and your body amplified the change in your business and now your portfolio?
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna sound crazy, but this is why I don't talk about this on social media too much no more. Once I stopped eating meat, I'm telling you, that shit just transformed my whole body and my mind. So I used to be a real boisterous about, you know what I'm saying, not eating chicken and beef and steak and all that, and why. Like my why is different from a lot of people's whys. But it's like, I just fell back from that because it's just not for everybody, and it's tough to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But once I stopped eating certain shit and start putting more natural shit in my body, everything just changed. It's the way you think. I'm telling you, people just be saying that shit. That shit is for real. The way you think, the way you sleep, you know what I'm saying? Your energy level, everything, and then everything from the inside of you, it translates into the outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? My hair, my skin, my nails, everything is just so much fuller. You know what I'm saying? I don't really drink. I used to drink every day.
This is why he's toe up right now.
Yeah, I used to drink every day.
So bad.
You know what I'm saying? I don't drink how I used to drink. I don't do mixed drink. It's just mad shit I just don't do. And yeah, it just made everything more clear. Everything's clear. I'm seeing clearer. You know what I'm saying? You know, even with my eyes closed. Everything is just there. And it's like more of a functioning body. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a functioning body. When you put bad gas in your car, man, that shit don't be right. You know what I'm saying? You put 93 in your car, man, that joint gonna always, you know what I mean, just feel a little bit stronger, and it's longevity. So yeah, that shit has made me think a lot better though. You know what I'm saying? Just the food. And then I was reading so many books, man, that I think I was telling I did the thing with the kids yesterday. They were surprised. I said, I done read over 65 books. You know what I'm saying? Within the last few years, just all business joints. Audios, of course, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, every time you read somebody's successful book, Jim is always in they shit. I think we said that on the last interview.
Yep.
It's always in the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is waking up at 4 or 5 in the morning and getting to it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that has definitely changed the way I think. More mindful as well. And with me working so closely with these kids, this is some shit I'm just not saying no more. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
do you feel like you're taking more ownership of your words?
Yeah, definitely taking more ownership. But at the same time, I'm to the point now that you gotta take me. I'm who I am now. You gotta take me as is.
We have been.
Yeah, you gotta take me as is. So
right.
You should know I'm a jokester.
Right.
So ain't half the shit I'm posting is
for
shit
real.
is a joke anyway. And so you like, if you're an idiot, then you gonna take what I'm saying literal, and that's why you're not for me.
Right.
But if you have anything to say about these damn jokes that I'm talking about, it's all in fun. So I don't talk about seriousness that can make me look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I can't walk up in no school, man, and then talk about some crazy shit on my motherfucking joints. You know
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
E-Checker I think I was at the gun range. He said, yo, hey, how you gonna come to here talking about or being on this panel and you at the gun range like this?
Yeah,
I was like,
man.
my gun legal though. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm legal.
Yeah, but yeah, some shit, man, I just put in the group chat, man. That's what I learned.
You
man.
have to.
Sometimes you gotta text your man certain shit.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You just got to. You're like, it ain't worth it, and it's just some things you just can't unsee. And I don't want to have. I already have enough moments that people can't unsee.
Yeah.
You know, in my life, I don't want to be almost 40, still giving y'all this weird ass shit at the level I'm at. It's all fun and jokes for me at this point. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's a part of the brand. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to make a pivot and a shift in order to elevate the brand in the directions and where you are going. And like you said, as you are working with these youth and you're connecting with them, you know, you want to make sure that you're always showing up authentically.
The crazy part. So this is another thing that's crazy though. I'm so deep into music. Everybody know, like, I'm all gangster rap, all trap shit. It's all future, just wildness. I can't even repost they shit too much no more because it just doesn't. Everybody doesn't know that this is a future line.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like everybody doesn't know, so I can't walk up in South Park, man, talking about put the guns down. Then I fucking, you know what I'm saying, tweet some shit about a damn, you know what I'm saying, some crazy shit. So it's like, I can, but understand the time and place for that.
It's a time and place for everything.
It's a time and place for that.
It really is. And the unfortunate part is sometimes when it's a time and place and you show up in a certain kind of way, even when you show up in another place in another way, if those folks are still there, they're still looking at you differently. Because my mentor, shout out to my mentor, from the time I entered into her office, she was big on branding. I mean, heck, that's how I got into it. She was the promotions director at BOK. And how you show up and present. And she's always been that. It's been times I post up, it's like, yo, take that down.
Yeah.
Or if I'm showing something, you showing a little bit too much.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's just always been that, to where I enjoy going out of town. So then I could just be out of town and be who I want to be, and I don't got to worry about, you know, being told to take something down or whatever, because I'm just not posting it.
Exactly.
I'm not putting it out there, because sometimes we do have our different sides. You got the business side. Yeah. You got your side when I'm with my girls, you with your people, and it ain't for everybody to see.
It ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
And then also,
and it's protecting the brand too.
It's protecting the brand, but it's so hard to understand that, because like I say, I'm a person that started, people were buying my clothing line because of me, and now it has took a shift to where they don't even know who shit this is. It's just they just wearing it because they like it, like what it means. So it's like you have to still understand your personal brand still means a lot. Like a lot of niggas fuck with me because they know how I give it up.
But you're authentic, so that's one of the reasons why.
Yeah, so it's like they understand, like, they understand what's going on.
Because here's the thing, in which you understand, and many people don't, I don't think, that people don't do businesses with business. They do business with people. Yeah. So it's when folks like, I just want to put my business out front, it's like, there's no relation. If you got a soap and she got a soap, but she shows me how she grinded it and make this soap, and she it's now I'm buying into the lifestyle, I'm buying into the person, her brand, her story. And so what we have done, and what you have done eloquently, in your own way, and being raw and matter of fact, is that people gravitate to ImLivinB. Like, this is how I live, this is how I show up, whether you like it or not, and I'm encouraging you to do the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, you as a person, and I feel like business and the people who are entering into business, who have a business, you got to understand how you show up in a space. I'm looking at your business. If hairdressers, I'm so happy when they pop out, their hair is on point. Yeah. But when they in a joint, their hair ain't gonna always be on point. But when they pop out, it looks good, because now I'm gonna say, you know, I'm gonna go to her because her hair looks good.
Yo, my man told me this one day. I was like, damn, this shit crazy. So, like, in my story and my journey, like, I went a while with wearing like Nike Monarchs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I remember this.
And that was just a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my thing, but I was setting it up because I told myself I had a goal in mind to do $1 million in a year totally online. And I was working my play, trying to figure out how I was going to get there, because I had no indication I was really going to get there. You know what I'm saying? But I was doing all of the shit that these Jewish people, you know what I'm saying, speak of, the people in, you know what I mean, the Muslim community, how they just be, how they act so cheap. Yeah. And got all this money and do things like that. So I'll never forget, my man, I was like just on the edge of stop wearing the Monarchs and looking crazy. And he came to my store. It's wild. I'm driving the fucking car right now. So I had this Dodge Charger. Dodge Charger was clean, base model joint. Ended up giving it to my mom. My mom don't drive now, so I got it back now. So he walked in the store. He like, yo, he had the brand. He had a S560. You know what I'm saying? So he pull up. I had just came from the lot going to look at a 560, 550, whatever it was at the time. I came in. He's waiting on me. Talking to my mom. He's buying some shit. Look outside in the window. He like, damn, you still got that joint? So he say that like being funny, but he was being real. Like, damn, you still got that joint, bro? You making all this money? You got that? You still driving that joint? And so I said, yo, it's crazy. I just left from the Benz dealer, whatever the case may be. He said, I know you're not going to hear this, but watch how your life and your business turn up once you get in that Benz. He said, make sure you buy that Benz. And I'm like, yo, bro, nigga, like my shit I ain't gonna do nothing like that, bro. It's that time for me, and I like the car. He said, no, get back with me in about a year or so and watch how people view you, look at you, and want to spend money with you because you in this big ass Benz. I went and bought that big ass Benz, and that motherfucker wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? So now I transitioned my whole look, everything I do. I'm in different rooms, so I gotta look a different way.
Yes, you do.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like even back in the streets, motherfuckers want to buy shit from niggas they think got money.
Yes.
That's just what it is.
That's just what it is.
And so like you say, if you have the same narcotic. But I pull up in the Rolex. I have a Rolex on, and this guy doesn't. He want to come shop with a nigga with a Rolex. Yeah. That's just what's going on.
Because you're a representation of possibly where I'm trying to go.
This is what I'm saying. So that's just how I move now since I had that conversation, and it's just because for one, of course, I can afford certain more different things now, but when I show up, everything is different. Like, even if I got a white tee on, it's gonna be a crispy white tee. You know what I'm saying? If I got my shades on, it's gonna be some real nice shades. It's the time. Everything got to be time and place.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? But that shit matters. Like, I can't be out in Paris. I can't be here and there, man. And I got my Monarchs on. That time is over. But I did it so niggas could see my step by step how we did that shit. So now, I think I said on your last joint, I was like, yo, I like to put this work in and I grind so hard. I said, yo, if you look in a year or two and you wake up and you see, damn, man, that motherfucker E. Rawls just posted a motherfucking Cullinan, you not gonna say, I wonder how we got it.
Right, you gonna see the grind.
Because you seen it. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm just at a different thing. I can't fly the same like I used to. I can't wear the same
My bishop
shit.
talks about that. He always says you got to fly first class. Once you fly first class, you'll never want to go back to not flying first class again. Because you have now set a standard.
Yes.
And I truly believe in what you're saying. Like my mom used to always tell me, you have to look
the part
wherever you go. And I remember my mom, she had cancer. She passed away from cancer. Shout out to my mom. She taught me so much in that process. She never looked like she had it. Her wigs was on point.
Yeah.
Her nails was probably like turning colors, but she would put her press on nails on, do her makeup. We going to Roswell. She would be on point, spraying her perfume, everything. Outfits.
Impression.
She would walk in there and they're like, oh, ma'am, who you here to see? I'm the patient.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And they would be like, no, you're not. For years, they didn't know my mom was that sick.
Right.
And I remember just throwing on my sweats, coming in a t-shirt. She's like, where you going? I said, I'm coming with you to chemo. She said, not like that. Right. She said, listen, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what we dealing with. You don't got to look like it.
Yeah.
And
sure.
Every time I step outside, it's like you got to know you're going to run into somebody.
Yeah, it's time and place.
Somebody's watching you.
It's time and place.
It's imperative.
And like, hustlers attract hustlers, man. And like, people be always wondering how like let's just say like celebrities, for instance, how celebrities is all of a sudden is only dating celebrities. They in a certain room now.
Yep.
And it ain't no turning around. Ain't no turning back. You know what I'm saying? So once you get to this, like I say, you gotta. I can't rent a certain rental car no more. I can't rent the compact joint no more. Them days is out, bro.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna look like pulling up, man, to the joint, man, jumping out the fucking, I'm saying the Sonata, you know what I mean? The Prius joint. That's gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've put myself in a different class. The way I speak, the way I walk, everything, you know what I'm saying? You just can't do it, you know what I'm saying? So, and that makes you work harder too to keep
to maintain
what you got going on.
And then there's more you want after that too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, listen, when it comes to these components of levels of living, right? And being able to see how eating right transform your body, shifting the business model, and being able to make sure your give back was always on your terms. You know, you have definitely come back, you know, from our initial podcast, the initial times I met you, in a whole nother space and place, you know, and connecting with people in all different places. And, you know, you travel. How imperative is traveling for you when it comes to your creativity too? Even from like a business standpoint.
Just seeing new shit, man, it just make you appreciate things and people more when you travel. Like, so I'm at the point in my life now, I don't like out the country. I don't really care. Funny, I just came from out the country the last week, Jamaica, but I don't like the whole customs.
You had a very horrible experience.
Oh, that was a wild one. But I don't like the whole lead up to getting to another country. It's just so much, the barriers. But that's where I'm at now. But when I was really loving doing all the traveling out the country and shit, you just see what other people are seeing that we never get to see.
Yeah.
Way they eat their food. Like when I went to Paris, now that was probably the thing that changed I felt like I was getting stagnant. Just so used to doing shit my way. And like you say, I snap my fingers, man, and I'ma sell out some shit most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So I started getting kind of stagnant. And I looked up one day like, damn, man, we ain't dropped no new shirt in damn near a year and a half. And I was starting to run out of ideas. My team was running out of ideas. It was crazy. But when I went to Paris last year, and then I went back to the Agenda trade show, the magic show joint in Vegas. I haven't been there since the pandemic. Wow. I thought I was over it. But I went there to get new blood, new life, new feel. I ain't go out there and buy nothing. I just walked around as a vendor.
Motivation purposes.
Just went to see shit, took some good pictures, good content. And I jumped in a class that was out there. A beginner class. I'm talking about this. They were talking about shit that I done motherfuckers done paid me to tell.
Right.
The smallest steps. And I'm sitting here like, I shouldn't be here, but fuck it, I'm here. I'm just soaking up all the new energy. Yeah. But that Paris shit made me realize about fashion that there's no wrong way to wear anything. It made me stop being so judgmental as well on myself and others what they wear. Because you don't know why they're wearing it. Yep. Everybody why is different when it comes to fashion. There's no wrong way. So you see motherfuckers in Paris, motherfuckers was having big, stupid, baggy ass, beat up, dirty shirts, $3,000 pair of sneakers. So you know they get into the bag. You know what I'm saying? And then they just free. When we was over there, you could tell who was Americans. That was the craziest shit about it. Like you could tell we all got on the same shit.
Yeah.
Like I got on Prada, he got on this, he got on that. But you could tell we Americans by how we put it on. Everything is super matchy. Yeah. Everything is kind of flowing. Nobody over there shit was flowing. It was just on.
However they choose to put it on.
It was just on. Yeah. It looked as crazy. It looked dope as hell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, damn, we was riding back with Jeff Hamilton. Shout out to Jeff Hamilton. That's a motherfucking player right there. He got on all type of different shit that's flowing, that's don't flow. But it's like, I'm sitting here and look at them, I'm like, yo. So he like, you got some nice sneakers you got on. I had on some shit, some nice sneakers. I had some white ones on, matter of fact. I said, dog, you got on the Louis such and such on. He like, yeah, but you know, man, you know how this shit is, man. And it's just so free. He's just so free. But we all in the van, you could tell that the people I'm with is from America.
Yeah.
It's too thought out.
Yeah.
It takes too long for niggas to get dressed.
Yeah.
I got over there, I'm like, you know what, man?
It changed your perspective.
I just look at everybody's shit different. Because fashion is an expression of you.
Yes, it is.
How you feeling today? So when niggas throwing they black lows, they on some gangster shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They throwing the white lows, they happy. They going to church. See what I'm saying?
Church.
Yeah, so it's still expression. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel you put on certain shit and you feel like you that nigga now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just an expression. And then you don't know what niggas going through. Some niggas be wearing all black because they got shit going on. They
or
down.
it's a happy color because that's my happy color.
Or that could be their happy color. Yeah, so I just stopped being so judgmental on even how I, like, you know what I'm saying, like how my son dresses, how I dress, how I look at another nigga dressing some shit. You know, I'm just like, shit look whack. But then I'm like, you can't say that. It's fashion. It's no wrong answer.
It's no wrong or right reason. Yeah, that's growth, E.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a whole nother level of growth.
Yeah,
Can you see it?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, definitely, definitely, man. Less is more, man.
That's what it is.
I got a lot of different friends now too. A lot of them.
Do you feel that has also helped you in your growth process?
Hell yeah, because now it's like, everything is apples and oranges for real. You know what I'm saying? And see, what I'm on now, man, is I'm talking to whales about water. Not talking to whales about fucking flying. They can't fly. So that has made my social media life happier. Everything. I'm not talking to no niggas about some shit. I can't tell you how to get to the NBA, my boy. I've never been there. I shouldn't even have an opinion on it. I can give an opinion, but I can't say this is fact. I can't say, you know what I'm saying? I could just give an opinion and everybody has them.
Right.
So it's like, once I stop, everybody is department, what's the word?
Departmentalization?
In a different department. I'm talking to my niggas about who get fly about fly shit. I'm gonna send them a picture in the mall. Yo, how this shit look?
Life is easier when you do that.
There you go. I'm gonna talk my niggas who heavy into the nutrition. Man, we send food all day.
Yep.
Not sending no food to my men that I know don't want to get in shape. That's cool though. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about something different.
Else. Yep.
So once I started doing that, everything started working better. And then this is what happened as well with the niggas I can't put in a box. I just can't talk to no more.
Nope.
Like if you don't have no value.
There's nothing in common here.
There's no value. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and a place for everything, of course. But that's why I can't be everywhere no more, because it's like the conversation is not meant for me no more. Like,
and it's not enriching to you.
Nah, like I can't be in certain spots. Like I can't be, like I'm from the streets, but I can't be in certain spots in the streets because I know these conversations is not for me. I'm talking about, bro, I just came from Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? With fucking Spanish women and fucking wine. I can't get off the motherfucking plane, go sit at the bar on fucking wherever, and these niggas is talking about who gotta die tomorrow.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or some drugs or some shit like that, some demon shit. I don't really have nothing to say there.
Yeah.
And I can't be mad at what y'all got going
can't,
on.
That's where your current state is.
But now I can't talk about being just in Venezuela.
Because you can't relate.
I can't tell you, yo, I just was chilling with Russell Westbrook, bro. I can't tell you that.
Yep.
I can't tell you that I just was sitting next to Anthony Edwards. I can't tell you no shit like, I can't tell you that my man play in the league, so I'm going to all the games whenever I want to, and you ain't even no fucking basketball team here. You know what I'm saying? You might think I'm down, I'm big talking. This is regular, but shit ain't regular to everybody.
Right.
So you got to talk water the whales, and that's why all my friends, I got my new friends is just as good as my old friends, because everybody's in the right box.
And the beautiful part is that whole concept of no new friends is crazy to me.
Oh, that's super crazy.
Man, because it be them new friends that'll put you on to something completely new. I'm a golfer. I golf every Tuesday.
Okay.
Tea time, party time. That is my jam.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to women they're at a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And they're engaging and teaching me. I started smoking cigars because I was hanging with one of these OG CEOs who's a woman.
Right.
White woman. Shout out to Althea. And we finishing up and she said, Adrian, let's go get a fresh roll cigar.
Right.
A fresh roll cigar? Now whenever I travel, I'm picking up new cigars. It is a thing. So I think it's a beautiful aspect where you have now reached where you're expanding beyond. And also showing people, because through your living, true to your brand, you're encouraging other folks to do it.
It's sad sometimes though, because some people don't accept your new relationships. They think they're getting cut out. You know what I'm saying? So
do you think you have like survivor remorse?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. My homie Shelly V,
Shout out to
She
Shelly.
asked me that. I swear to God, this is probably about 2 months ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't feel like that.
Yeah, but see, this thing. See, this is one thing. See, the word I never use, and this is I'm not even a naive nigga, but this is, I don't never use the word jealousy. I don't like to say nobody's jealous of me or I'm jealous. I don't like that word. It's just a word that just never rolls off my tongue because a lot of people use the word jealousy the wrong way. Like, just because you don't wear my clothes don't mean you jealous of me. Right. You might not like my shit.
Right.
Like, I got over that years ago. I have a lot of friends. I'm from a super big neighborhood, and I got half the niggas don't wear it. That shit don't mean, well, these days they don't wear it, but it's like, that doesn't mean that they don't like me. They might not like the drop. That's okay. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just crazy out here, man. It's just, but yeah, so she always was talking this, do I got the remorse thing? Because she's like, you know, whether you want to say it or not, you made it. And a lot of niggas ain't. And you still so kind of accessible because they see everything on the internet. So you still like niggas homie, even though you haven't spoke to niggas I haven't seen niggas in forever. I never see people.
Yeah.
I'm here so much, but I'm so boring now because I'm not really drinking as much that it's like, I'm not really going out to these spots no more. Yeah. I'm just to the house. I'm asleep, you know what I'm saying, with my son or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't like to look at it like, damn, I made it. Because I'm still seeing everybody what they doing. And I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm that blue past motherfuckers, that crazy to feel that remorse shit. Yeah. But I think I got it. I do think I got it because I do feel bad about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes certain people just can't come do the shit.
They can't.
And
everybody can go.
And yeah, Butch.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the craziest shit be, you be wanting niggas to go that don't even deserve to go.
That's a whole nother podcast.
A lot of niggas don't deserve to go.
They don't.
And it do be, like I say, I don't like to use the word jealousy, but people just always look at you dealing with different niggas that you gonna leave them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I hang with certain niggas now, I'm only hanging with niggas that got the best interest of me. And and we to the point now, man. Well, I'm to the point now, like, I've never been a person to ride nobody wave. And I don't like niggas that try to ride my wave. But I'm only really dealing with niggas I really like, that's really my friend. And it don't gotta be no benefit. It don't have to be beneficial as far as monetary or us using each other. I gotta just really like to be around niggas at this point. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you see me running around with whoever, that's really my man.
Right.
We're not getting nothing out of this.
Know you, they know that.
Yeah, we're not getting nothing out of this. Like, there's no deal. I'm not about to sign the Black Soprano family because I'm hanging with Ben. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm not motherfucking got a drum work chain because you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, this is not what's going on. It's just I'm only dealing. You see me fucking with a Buffalo Bill, it's because I fuck with him. Yeah. And he fuck with me.
Right.
He ain't giving me no tickets because I ain't going to the games anyway.
We know this.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get this guy out of here now. No.
You know how this shit be, man. But you know, yeah, shit get crazy when you start really looking at the people.
And I mean, it's all growth.
Yeah.
And for some, you know, is that growth sometimes is like that itchy beard. You know, or that awkward stage when you first growing out your braids. You know what I mean? It's all growth at the end of the day, and there are moments in time and people who can't necessarily, you know, be in alignment with the growth, but that's also goes to the places you're trying to be in and where you're going and where you have taken your brand and where you're taking yourself as a brand. And you know, I'll say I love the direction that you're going in. You can see the growth in and out. And you know, when I think back to your prior G codes, I wonder if they're the same now. You know, so you know, as we close it up, because I feel like we done talked about everything. Yeah, we done tapped into many aspects of ImLivinB, because ImLivinB before was just a T-shirt. It was just a brand, you know, and the brand of Eric Rawls, who shows up and is always just himself. But now Eric Rawls has turned into an entire different level of a businessman who is expanding the brand. So we think about the G codes, you know, that you live by. What would be your 3 G codes?
Man.
Come on, don't act like you don't know these.
Well,
you knew it was coming, this question.
Well, the first one, the first G code for me is stay consistent. Consistency, man. Whatever you're doing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, especially if it's gonna benefit you. You know what I'm saying, especially when it comes to this age that motherfuckers is approaching. All we got is consistency. Now I understand why all the older people used to go to the mall and just walk around the mall. The mall walkers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now I see what people was running around Delaware Park every day doing, because they got to have a schedule. So consistency. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, let me see. 2 more.
Got consistency.
Fuck they, for sure. Don't ever worry about what nobody else thinking. They don't care anyway.
They don't.
Niggas don't care. People don't care. You know what I'm saying? Wear your outfit twice on the gram. They don't care. Nobody's paying attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People overthinking it. We got to get over ourselves.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Third, man, shop ImLivinB, man. I don't know, man.
Come on.
That might be
Always.
what y'all need to do, man. Take care of yourself too, man. I'm so deep in my health journey right now, man, that it's just it's fun. Shit fun now. You know what I'm saying? Like getting up, man, weighing your food, doing certain different fruits, and you know what I'm saying, seeing how your body react to certain food, and you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit is so. This is almost 40, man. When shit like this get
40.
fun, when shit get like this get fun, then
you'd be happy to just get there.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's it, though, man.
Those are 3 G codes.
Take care of yourself, man. Should be the first one. Take care of your body.
So we got consistency. Taking care of yourself.
Taking care of yourself.
Yeah. And we're in F they.
Forget they. They don't matter, man.
They don't matter.
Nah, just do it.
Just do it.
Gotta just do it, man. They gonna talk anyway, so.
Give them something to talk about.
Yeah, man.
Just that simple.
Yeah.
Well, listen, E, tell the folks how they can buy, shop, print, pull up to 716 Day. I mean, anything and everything that you got going on. Give us the skinny on how they can get in contact and follow.
Let's see. ImLivinB.com. That's going to take you to everything.
Everything.
If you want to just buy clothes, ImLivinBshop.com. Just want to shoot an email, ImLivinB at Gmail. Eric Rawls on Instagram. I only accept people I know, though. So you're going to be in that box waiting.
Sitting.
Yeah, I don't
They gonna leave them there?
Yeah,
they gonna be mad.
If you send me a message on Facebook, it's definitely not getting answered.
It hurts because he ain't answering.
I'm not answering.
He don't even got that on his phone.
That's out. Catch me on the page, man. Talking crazy. That's it.
Indeed. Well, E, I appreciate you for pulling up, even with your hangover.
Yeah, I'm finished.
You survived. You absolutely survived. You held it together, and I appreciate you for
I'm
it.
texting OJ right now. Where I'm at, man. I'm getting more tequila. Fuck it.
Tequila. Ooh, tequila. That last Sunday when I was bartending, it did me right. I don't know how you hung over from tequila. Tequila was good for me, so I think I might stay there. But nonetheless, listen, my go-getters, I appreciate you for pulling up, tapping into the G Code. Follow and shop with my guy, Eric Rawls, and most importantly, as always, stay locked in. With me, ADRI.V, it's the G Code. Be sure to subscribe to the G Code podcast. Find it on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and all places a podcast lives. Want to catch up on the G Code podcast? Well, go to www.ADRI.VTheGoGetter.com and also subscribe on SoundCloud and YouTube. The G Code.
I was born in the G Code, embedded in my blood. Matter of fact, you just triggered a level orange G Code security threat.